everybody. So, I have decided we're going back to one of the games, but I also wanted to show you guys um the two new games I downloaded. I downloaded Chef RPG, which is kind of like Stardew Valley, except for instead of inheriting your grandfather's old farm, you were in cooking school. You lived in the city, and then you moved to this small town, and you take over management of a restaurant. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of Stardew Valley esque, but slightly different. Also, I do like because quite a few of the characters in Chef RPG, the NPCs, are androids. So I think that's kind of an interesting little twist. And then the other game, the game I just finished playing last night for the first time, is Gone Home. What I like about Gone Home is it's not a horror game, but it is spooky. So the basic premise of the game is you are the oldest daughter of a four-person family, and you're coming home after spending like a year or a few months or whatever overseas. And number one, you're moving into a house that your family inherited from a relative who died. So it's a house you've never been in before. And you get there, nobody else is home. And so you have to go around the house and kind of piece together the puzzle by examining things, reading documents, that kind of stuff. And so, but it ends up okay. I mean, you do find out what happens, and it's nothing traumatic, but I won't spoil the rest of it because I would like to play both these games for you at some point. But in the meantime, I think we're going back to Scarlet Hollow. Because I am feeling like being a bit spooky and being a bit um, kind of wanting to solve a mystery, if that makes sense. But let's continue. Here we go. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel more alive than you felt in years, strangely calm, tense, unsettled, nothing. I kind of want to go with tense. You feel tense, on edge. Something terrible could happen at any moment. Every snapping twig and rustling leaf makes your heart beat faster and your eyes go wider. Stella, by comparison, is jaunty. You wish you had her confidence. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record. Since last year, at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. I think I'm just gonna ask in order, because I don't think anything really goes away. Are you really expecting to find anything out here? That's fair. We are hunting a creature that stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star on my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Do you ever hunt things that are encrypted? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But, sorry guys, just trying to make sure my door's unlocked. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all is said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were actually people out there who turned into animals. But werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist. Because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all that's just bunk, am I right? And then we can ask about aliens. What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Aliens exist, but I'm not sure they've come to Earth. I don't necessarily agree with that. But at the same time, I do get it. But I'm gonna do... Heck yes, aliens are real. Nice, I knew we had a connection. I knew somebody who knows somebody who heard a story from this tracker in Fayetteville? I think I'm saying that right. His truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas. And suddenly it looked like daylight outside. He could see cows out in the fields, birds in the sky. Then this metallic, like, egg thing appeared, floating in front of his truck. He passed out, and when he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. It was like it had never even been there. It was a smooth skin where a pinky should be. I know it's a second-hand source, but there's plenty more like it, and if they are true, I'm convinced. What if he just lied? Maybe it was just sleep paralysis. Could have been the government. Makes sense to me. For sure. And even if this one's hogwash, there's a lot of evidence out there. I'm gonna do this one. Has anything bad ever happened on one of these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in the cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of Wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the Wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And Then, instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later had right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. I'm sorry, did you say you got shot? Are you sure it's safe here? I'm gonna do this. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? Other than anything cryptid related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tedness Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it. So you can barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Did you hear that? Duke! Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old nut. Phew, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here? Gun cape. Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, you aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now, both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you clear this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and won't be too appreciative of a couple fools with cameras scattering the most sensitive wildlife. What were you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I can help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I've yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about Chuckabungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. I wonder if skunk ape has a taste for chicken? Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. Ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's the damn Madlands. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. These sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There has been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monsters spotted by a couple of school-aged Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed yet, Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched theory made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying the mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Also, not sure if I should spoil this or not. If you don't want to hear, skip ahead the next couple minutes. But you can not go with Stella. And if you do that and you start trudging your way back up the hill, you do run into a mountain lion. And Dukes comes up and saves you by scaring it off, trying to shoot at it. So, I don't know. And yet, after that happens, if you meet back up with Stella and you tell her, she still doesn't believe you. And I don't know what she has against mountain lions. I don't know if it's pride, maybe she doesn't want to believe that she's wrong. I don't know. But anyway, powerful Bill tried to bond to her sports. So you're a Duke man. I bet it's pretty passionate sports fan if I never met somebody named after a team. Are you threatening but yeah, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna have some fun. So you're a Duke man? I met some pretty passionate sports fans, but I never met someone named after a team. Yeah, well, I was born into the name. Why? You a fan? I'm more a Tar Heels kind of. Heck yeah, I am. Go on, go Devils. I'm gonna do this one. Heck yeah, I am. Go Devils. Damn straight, but don't think that just because we root for the same team, I'm gonna let the two of you keep tropping around these woods. Alright, Emily, there's no need to cause you any more hassle. Let's head out. We can come back some other time. Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two run along now and stay safe. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. Yes, I knew you wouldn't get up around the hunt. Lead the way. I'm gonna do this one. Lead the way. Yes. And trust me, we don't have anything to worry about from little Duke or his shotgun. I've gone out hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashed through the trees when he rocks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Ahem, as night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Emily, and I found ourselves on the high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive, yet pungent, skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern coast of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. Also, gotta say, I love that she has a name for her audience. That's so cool. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all this gorgeous scenery. Oh, I just noticed the stars. I think that's new. Book smart, powerful build. Uh, let's do this one. The nature out here is incredible. I'm so used to only seeing pigeons and rats. I can't wait to whip out my copy of Guide to the Birds and Wildlife of Western North Carolina and go to town on some identifications. You might wind up being a little disappointed. I feel like it's been quiet around here the past week or so. I guess everyone is flying even more south for the winter. Or maybe they've been scared off. Maybe by a very bad smell. A bad smell attached to this mysterious ape. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Booksmart, it's a deer, and this noise means it's alerted the rest of its herd to danger. Get behind me quick. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. That's a deer, isn't it? Sure is. Let's check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. A single deer remains. Oh, that doesn't look comfortable. Staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Geez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? I'm gonna do that one. Was there some sort of cyst or something on that deer? It looked bad. Yeah, I think you're right. I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger, poor thing, but there's not much we can do about it. I'm gonna do this one. Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around in the woods at 17. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? Let's do this one. That got my heart rate up. I'm so ready for the hunt. Same for me. How about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, and then we get right into the night's activities. Ooh, give me a second, guys. I got a message from my D&D group. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Powerful build, take one of everything. Take the trail mix, take a snack bar, take the dried apricot, take the sesame stick. I'm gonna go for the trail mix. You grab the trail mix. Classic choice. It never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it's the best stuff. Mostly M&Ms. And I left out the raisins. No one likes those anyway. Oh, also, if you guys look over here, somebody's watching us. And I'm pretty sure it's Wayne or whatever, whoever Wayne is. You and Stella settled down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen nods a stick, distracted for the time being. Oh, also, if you pick the trait street, is it Kenai or street sprint? Might be both. But you can sense that you're being watched, and you can bring it up. So, tell me what it's like in Colorado Springs. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Emily. Live alone in a dingy studio apartment. I live in a closet in the house with 10 roommates. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. I live in an apartment with a difficult... I'm gonna do this one just because it involves a cat. I lived in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had to move in, then they left and just stuck me with him. He's not the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is his complete lack of respect for any boundaries. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. He still bites my food, which he thinks he's being really sneaky about. But there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite out of a freshly made sandwich when there are only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And he infringes on my privacy all the time. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming and sometimes even attack the door until I open it, then just walk away. It's like he has complex about closed doors. Which of course also means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business, almost like he wants me to watch him. And at least once a week he somehow misses and leaves these big pee puddles, which I always end up stepping in. It's gotten to the point where I think he's causing lasting damage to the house, and no matter what I say or do, it just doesn't get through to him. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but I could go on for hours about this guy. I mean, he's a cat, yeah, but he's a particularly horrible cat. And it's not like I can just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. Wait, he's a cat? Like the animal? Yeah, his name is Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So what do you do for a living? I don't catch crabs. For sure. So I want to be a streamer. I know I picked that one several times, but I'm actually a streamer. Oh, no way! A fellow content creator. I guess we got a lot in common, Emily. What are the odds? What sort of streams do you do? I play video games. I kind of want to do I do art to see if she brings up Reese. I might do that. Even though, yeah, I think I might do that. I do art on stream. Sometimes it's a project I've been working on for a while, and sometimes it's just me taking requests for a few hours. That's incredible. I've always wanted to be good at art, but it's one of those talents that never really manifested for me. Try as I might. I'll have to check out your channel sometime this week. How do you like it? I wouldn't trade it for the world. I used to like it, but now I don't know. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything. A crisp breeze passes over you. I do. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so there's a lot of pleasant memories attached to it. I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great great grandfather built that house. He must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Oh, do you live with your parents, family home, and all that? Ha, no, it's just me. They aren't with us anymore. Oh, did they move? Oh, geez, I'm so sorry. It's okay, you didn't know. And I've done my morning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. What were they like? I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know what else to say. I'm just so sorry. Ha, that's okay. I know it's weird, especially since we just met today. It's showtime. Skunk Ape, dear, please tell me that was a racket. Oh man, it's Skunk Ape. It's gotta be right. Also, if you notice, the eyes are gone. Could be, could be. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it, and it's close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. You and Stella inch toward the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Oh, yep. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out Skunk Ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. Looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. I can't believe it. Cryptids aren't supposed to be real. Yeah, I'm pumped, but we won't get to find out what it is unless we catch it. Let's go. Stella sprints into the woods in pursuit, leaving you no choice but to run after her. Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by your leash. Oh no, she tripped and fell. Ow! Are you okay? Oh god, the monster got you. We're gonna die. Are you okay? Huh, yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. Ahem, it seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks. And she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go on home? Birdie? Birdie, oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. Jesus H. Christ. Something really wrong with all the damaged chicken. Duke, I don't think it's Madeline that's beginning at your chickens. Yeah, no shit. In all my years, I have never seen anything like this. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you, gently at first, barely a whisper, but then a guttural moan, and then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. What the hell is going on? Hey, do you guys hear that? I think we should get out of here. What the hell is going on? The voices? I have no idea. She starts filming again. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. As Duke scoots up the injured Birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, but strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What in the hell is that? You feel a tightening in the leash pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. I also just realized I probably should be giving the other characters southern accents, but oh well, that's okay. The man hesitates and the thing steps forward, fixing what seemed to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arm. Yep, they want Birdie. The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is a sudden looseness. Also, remember what Stella said about Gretchen getting out of her harness? Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. You and Stella turn just in time to see another creature slithering out from the bush. Gretchen whines and barks, reaching a fever pitch as another creature's malformed hands grasp at her. Oh my God! What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A pattern of unnatural feet and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit! Get your grubby hands off of my bird! Little hands off my bird! Powerful build, you're born for this moment. Now, where we normally have a choice, you rush to Duke's side, your steady hand reaching for the barrel of his shotgun. You grab it, pointing it safely at the sky as you aim a quick, brutal kick at the creature. Its flesh is doughy and structureless, like a loosely packed sausage. Your foot leaves an imprint in its chest, and it stumbles back, clutching at the odd wound. Duke regains control of the shotgun, and you turn your attention back to Gretchen. You pick up a large rock and hurl it at the thing, just as it's in the midst of dragging Gretchen away. Your aim is flawless, and it strikes the creature square in its wretched face, lodging itself in its flesh. It scrambles back, its movements uncoordinated and its blindness, leaving Gretchen unharmed. Get out there, Gretchen! And then a gunshot, the scattering of footsteps, and finally silence. You turn just in time to see the creature you knocked off of Duke disappear, bleeding into the tree line. Holy shit, Gretchen, I almost lost you. Thank you, Emily. And Birdie's safe on the ground till we get our bearings. Holy shit, did you guys see the pitch? All in a day's work. What the fuck, man? All in a day's work. Damn thing got away, though. We have to go after her, right? I don't think we have much footage, and nobody's gonna believe us unless... Nobody's gonna believe us, period, Stella Richmond. Even if we drag the mangled corpse of one of them critters straight out of these damn woods. I got my bird and we still got our lives. I'm calling it here. We're leaving. But chance to learn more about these things. What if it's going back to its nest? Exactly what I'm saying. Let's go. Stella doesn't wait for you or Duke to respond. She holds Gretchen close and starts running. I'll be damned if I'll allow you to chase after those things on your own. You join Duke and Stella, chasing after the wounded creature and into the darkness. Good God, there are tons of the damn things. There are more of them, a lot more of them. They leer at you from the trees, no longer hiding as they bellow their strange calls out into the night. What in the hell are they? Where are they coming from? His question is seemingly answered when you burst through the trees and into a clearing. Also, notice they're in a spiral. The animals are in a spiral. Wonder if that means something. Stella, too, is stopped by the sight and smell of what has been arranged here. She stands with you at its edge, overlooking the bizarre pattern of animal corpses or rot flavoring the air. Gretchen seems upset, shaking in Stella's arms and whimpering quietly. At the sound of the dog's disquiet, the creatures flow out of the woods and surround the clearing. Dead eyes peer out from pale, doughy faces, watching the three of you and the small, terrified dog. Do you think they're friendly? They're abso-fucking-lutely not friendly. I love Duke. I don't think I'm willing to find out right now. The three of you take a few steps back from the clearing and then turn and start running together back through the woods, driven by a cheap animal instinct to get away from wherever these things are. They're everywhere. God, how many of these things are there? They reach out to you from between bushes and tree branches, grasping for anything they can get a hold of, their howls filling the night. Quick, my truck's down this way. You make it to the road, but three of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. Powerful build and book smart. You puff up your chest and make yourself big, staring down the things in front of you as if they were any other animal you might encounter in the woods. It works against bears, after all. The bears are much larger than the creatures in front of you. Though they momentarily hold their ground, it isn't long before they start to pull back. You take a step forward to match their movement and assert your strength. They scatter back into the woods. You are still the dominant species here, at least for now. Now, Stella, I know you got trouble with vehicles, but I won't hear any nonsense about you walking back to town, you hear? Get in the truck. You sense the slightest bit of hesitation as Stella pauses on the path next to you. Okay. You squeeze into Duke's tiny two-seater truck, tucking your legs on either side of the gear shift. Stella stares ahead in silence. She clutches Gretchen protectively, staring straight forward, expression blank as the truck quickly starts to rumble its way down the dirt road. So I guess it was a mountain lion getting at your chickens. That was fun. That was terrifying. So I guess it was a mountain lion getting at your chickens. Yeah, I guess not. Can't say I know what I'm supposed to do with that information, though. Suppose the boy and I are in for some long nights trying to guard the rest of them from them things. Hey, Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Place a comforting hand on her shoulder. You reach out and rest your palm gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease, and she lets out a self-soothing sigh. Why so glum? I thought you wanted to find encrypted. Duke, I don't think Stella's doing okay. Best not to bother her just now. Let's get out of these woods before something else tries to come after us. He glances over to Stella, his hard face softening slightly. It'll be just a few more minutes. You'll be all right. Duke knows. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Any time, but Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them. But I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. Let me know if anything happens with Birdie, alright? She's gonna be fine, you hear? I better go check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but well, no point in talking about the butts. Just look out for yourselves. Take care of Duke. Can you take me home? But I don't live here. Take care, Duke. And here you are, back in town away from the woods with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in town, you must finally be getting reception again. 6 missed calls from Tabitha and 13 text messages. Caller? You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Text her that you're okay. You text Tabitha back, let her know you're okay. Your message sits unread. Yikes, Tabitha. It's blowing up my phone. Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? God, what a mess this night's been. We should call the cops, right? You're not from around here, but that'd just be wasting time. The police out here meanwhile, but they don't really do anything, you know? If anything, they just get mad at you bothering them. What do you make of everything we saw? I don't know. I haven't seen or read about anything like this. Although maybe we've got to find out more about these things. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. Let's do it. Sure, why not? Let's keep the nightmare going. I should check on Tabitha. You can talk to your friend's mom. I'm going to bed. Yeah. Let's do it. Cool, let's go. I hope she's still awake. Emily. Jesus. You and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. She looks annoyed. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Miss Forsythe. This is Emily. Is it okay if we come in? Of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sakes, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Emily. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. Now poor Pearl Ann has gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Who's outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales from her youth. How did you know that she died? Oh, Pearl Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on that wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart. I'm gonna do this. We need your help. Yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. We ran into some creatures out in the woods. These things, I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and turns the screen towards Sybil. One of your little videos. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest, within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She could lend us hers. You better come with us, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? Hi, I'm Emily. Tabitha's cousin. One sec, guys. I gotta get a quick drink. Oh, great. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. We can watch this without you, Kanika. I'm pressing play. Silence watches over the room as the video plays. I'll find it. Stella looks off to the side like she doesn't want to watch it again. Holy shit, Emily. I took care of business, not gonna lie. It feels like the highlight of my life. Sorry. Is that good? Holy shit. You could say that. The footage continues. What are those things, though? They seem to be like something people should be aware of, I guess? I don't know. Do you think they're like gnomes? Gnomes? My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. But see, here's my question about ditchlings. If they are just omens, then why are they planting more of themselves in the bodies of creatures? Unless, my only theory at the moment is that maybe they do that because they are trying to make, because, Sybil will keep saying the more of them there are, the bigger the disaster. So I'm wondering if something really, really big is supposed to happen at the end of the week, and so the ditchlings are growing more of themselves. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Emily with this Talipo crap. I also don't know if it's Talipo or Talipo. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people despite that grisly scene in the woods. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see so many in one place. Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. I don't know if it is. Okay, let's focus on what we know. Wherever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest. What were those growths? I'm gonna do this one. Must be part of their life cycle. That growth is probably parasitic, like when a wasp lays eggs in a caterpillar. I also remember she was going to go to school to be a vet. That seems plausible. Did you see all those open wounds at that spiraled nest? There weren't any growths there, so they must have popped at some point. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you up a couple cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Emily get some rest. I ran her ragged today while the hiking and ran through the woods in terror. I can keep going, I'm still wired, I'm ready to pass out. It was nice being you though. I could stay up, this is important. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you call them? That's right. You go on home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Emily. Now we have another decision to make. It's excellent iced or warm, though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. Should probably head back before Tabitha has a conniption. Probably head back to check on Tabitha. Nah, I think I need some time to let hell yeah sleep over. Let's do that one. Thanks for the offer. I'm terrified being alone tonight. Yeah, no kidding. I can't say I was looking forward to it myself. Doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. Well, it's certainly smaller than its counterpart to the estate. It's far better cared for. Make yourself at home. Ooh, I can ask her. What's that guy outside of Sybil's? There's something really off about him. Wayne? I haven't really gotten to know the guy. I think he works in the mine. It might be worth looking into him. Um, what do you make of all this? Gosh, I don't even know where to begin. Those creatures are out there and they're doing something horrible to local wildlife. I know that some of the things Sybil said were a little wild, but if she is right and they are Nomen, maybe we can change things and stop whatever's brought them here before it happens. Couldn't hurt to poke around town. I have the time. Agreed. Alright, I'm exhausted. I think I'm gonna go pass out. Get some rest, Emily. I'll see you in the morning. From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the past evening seemed like something that had happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a relaxing week in mountains with a new friend. It's a nice thought, but deep down you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. There we go. But yeah, I love this game because every time I play it, I find something new. And like obviously you can be more rude if you want to. You can be more self-serving. Like I don't know where that is. I don't know if that's the manor, but like this is Reese's bedroom, obviously, where he's upset. And then that's obviously the library with like the stain. And there's the alpacas. And Theory running around and said, that's Big Betty. And there's the mine, the foreshadowing of where we'll end tomorrow. If you guys watch Shadow. And then this is what I was talking about. Like all the scratches and claws and like something was squeezing the door, trying, probably getting pushed in, but not succeeding. So something, as we know from chapter 3, from episode 3, was in that room in the estate. Whoop! Didn't want to do that. Although I do like this. I have been following along with a few of the discussions on Scarlet Hollow, because it's just interesting to hear other people's opinions. You know, what they think is going on, what their opinion of Sybil is, that kind of thing. But yeah, so we're going to end it there for today. Not sure if I'm going to upload again. The only other available day I have is tomorrow. But Keith has Friday off, and we're going to take the Windows laptop that my dad gave me. We're going to take it in and see if we can sell it and get some money for it. And then Saturday, of course, we're back to D&D slash game night. So, might not be until at least next Monday. But I will try to let you guys know. I will try to talk to you guys about when I'm gonna upload again. But yeah, I'll try to upload this either tonight or tomorrow. And yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will talk to you later.